please. Can I know your name, please?
Simran.
Simran. Simran, if I am not wrong, Simran means to recite the name of God.
Yes, sir.
So, how many times a day you do this?
So in the morning, one time.
One time.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right. So, you strongly believe in God.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, is it your hard work that we are seeing you here today, or is it the blessings of God?
Sir, I think it's a combination of both.
All right. So, your hard work rewarded by God. This is what you believe.
Yes.
All right, Simran. Tell me something about you, your family, and the entire background.
Sir, my name is Simran, as you mentioned before. I have been born and brought up in Jhajjar, Haryana, and I've done my schooling from there. Post that, I done my graduation in BSc Honours Mathematics from University of Delhi, and post that I started preparing for civil service examination.
Anything about your family?
So my father, he works as a clerk in district court Jhajjar, and my mother, she's a housemaker.
All right. So, Simran, your father is working in district court, Jhajjar.
Yes, sir.
What, according to you, are the real challenges that the common people face at the level of district courts or lower courts?
Okay, sir. So I think in the lower courts, the judge to population ratio is quite low. Also, sir, the litigation cost, which is seen recently, is rising, and also the time which is taken for the litigation, like we see in the lower courts, we are facing a kind of a litigation explosion. The number of pendency of cases and the time which the cases take to, the cases keep on dragging year on year.
Justice delayed, justice denied.
Yes, sir.
So, like, do you know who said this thing?
I'm not able to recall right now.
That's all right. What's your optional subject?
Sir, political science and international relations.
Political science, international relations. Who is your favorite Indian thinker? From ancient times, Kautilya. Can you let me understand the entire idea behind the Mandal theory of Kautilya and how it is being implemented these days?
Okay, sir. Sir, the Mandal Siddhant was as mentioned by Kautilya, was that the immediate neighbor of the neighbor is your friend, and your immediate neighbor is your enemy.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Continue.
Like in the context of India Pakistan, we see that Afghanistan is our friend in that scenario, and Pakistan is something which we have hostile relations with.
Do you know something about Project Mausam?
uh, yes, sir, I have heard about it.
Not very sure about it.
I am not sure, but I think it is something related to the Indian Ocean.
Okay. All right. Sir.
Okay. Yes. So you told us about you being a PSIR student for like roughly one and a half year. You must be studying PSIR.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me about the Middle Kingdom syndrome?
Middle Kingdom syndrome, with China.
Yes. Can you explain a bit?
Sir, I'm not very sure about it, but what I understand of that is that China suffers through like it suffers, like it has a deprivation because it has been an international colony in the past. So it want to establish itself as a firm power in the recent scenario, and to have a center of gravity of the international relations and international politics.
Okay, moving forward. What do you think is the world order, the vision of world order with respect to India, as envisioned by many of our leaders?
Okay. Sir, as you know, the present world order is suffering through a lot of challenges in the terms of post-pandemic recovery, Russia-Ukraine conflict,
Yes.
and Afghanistan crisis. Sir, what we vision as the world order is inherent to our past, also reflected in the present G20 presidency.
Okay,
And
let me help you with this. Our External Affairs Minister is S. Shankar, sir.
yes,
Okay, he has written a book,
the India way.
The Indian Way. So the Indian Way says a lot about the world order in itself. So can you develop on that?
So India visions a multipolar world order in the
Okay,
present
yes.
scenario, but it aspires to be a hegemon in the South Asian region.
Okay, a hegemon.
Not
But
मतलब
okay,
like,
leaving that
not
aside,
in
but according to your
negative sense.
hegemony.
Hegemony is, sir, the when one there is one strong economic and military power and all the other countries are like satellites of it,
Satellites.
mainly which suggests like US hegemony in the post 2008, sorry, before 2008.
Okay, so who gave the concept of hegemony?
uh,
The political thinker,
so I think it was Mies Scheimer.
Gramsci. Can you recall Gramsci?
Yes,
You don't know
Gramsci.
Gramsci? Yes.
Sir,
And-
you were asking in the context of international relations.
Either way, the hegemony concept was given by Gramsci and it was
Yes,
developed
sir.
later
Yes, sir.
on. The chronology will depend on that only.
Sir, but the Gramscian concept of hegemony was linked to the capitalist class and the consent
And
generated.
why don't you think that the developed countries are working as a capitalist class in itself, in when seen through a bigger picture?
Sir, I didn't get your question.
I am saying you have to compare the Gramscian order along with the what's happening in the international order. So developed world is in itself is a capitalist order when taken apart.
Sir, you can say that, but in the recent events, what it has been witnessed is that developed countries are developing.
Okay, let me clear the question
Okay.
first. Okay, calm down. The Marxist school also gives a theory of international relations as well. So we have a Gramsci school there as well. If
Given
you-
by Robert Cox.
Yes, you are aware of that, na?
Yes.
So I am trying to develop on that. Meir Sharma always gave that, but he is a realist.
Yes.
Okay, so hegemony is an original concept of Gramscian order, which is the Marxist school of international relations. So yes,
What sir is trying to say, let's take an example with some other term here. Who is the first to talk about sovereignty?
Thomas Hobbes.
Or Jean Paul?
Jean Paul.
Like complete definition was given by Thomas Hobbes.
The first one is Jean Paul.
Yes.
And who made it applicable to international external sovereignty? Jean Paulin's idea was confined to internal sovereignty.
Yes, yes.
So who made it external as well? Hugo Grotius, right? But we will always say that the first idea came with Jean Paulin. Then it was improved, improvised, expanded. Similarly, the idea of this concept of hegemony was originally given by Gramsci, and then many writers expanded it, elaborated it through different prisms. Somebody expanded it through realism, somebody through structuralism. Now even there is the idea of post-structural theory about sovereignty and international relations or hegemony. So it will keep on expanding. But from where it originated, if we talk about kind of an idea through etymological way, so it will go back to Gramsci. That is what sir was trying to emphasize upon.
Okay, the last question about the political science. Give me the concept of deconstruction.
Deconstruction.
By Derrida. Yes.
Derrida. Sir, I am not able to completely recall.
Okay.
But I think it was to deconstruct and then build upon something.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Can you tell me about the recent judgment of EWS? Yes, seen recent judgment.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the recent judgment by 4:1 majority, the Supreme Court upholded the EWS reservation which was given by the 102nd Constitutional Amendment.
Sure about the amendment?
It was 103rd.
Okay, it's okay. And there was a dissenting judgment as well.
Yes.
4:1. Okay, so what can you tell about the dissenting judgment? What are the concerns
Sir,
told by the justice?
I am not able to understand the legal terms such well, but I think what I got from that was that the reservation cannot be provided on a economic criteria, and it is not a kind of a what do you say? Sir, I'm not able to recall.
It's okay. What's your take on menstrual leaves given in the offices or the organizations?
Yes, recently Google and Swiggy, some of the gig
Zomato,
platforms
yes.
have started it. I think, sir, it's a progressive move, and it must be taken in the government also.
What are your hobbies?
Sir, I write blogs on Medium.
Okay.
I also walking, listening to music, and I also enjoy watching TEDx and Josh Talks on YouTube platform.
I heard you also like poetry.
Yes, sir.
About the first part, the blogging on Medium. Have you heard about ChatGPT?
Yes, sir.
And don't you think that all these content writers and ये सब की job खा लेंगे?
Yes, sir. There is some of the issues associated with it that people and mainly students, when they are asked to write essays, they are
Yes, they're
going there and getting the essays from there, and also there is copyright issue as well,
Okay.
because it's an algorithm, inbuilt algorithm, which generates content from across the internet, and some of the content is found to be like plagiarized or stolen.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And you have done your BSc in mathematics. Recently, there was a movie on someone, a woman from mathematics. What was that movie all about?
Shakuntala.
Okay. You watched that movie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know the character otherwise in real life?
No, sir, but I read after I watched the movie.
Okay. So, what are the achievements of that original character?
Sir, she was a maths prodigy, and she went on to UK for I don't know exactly, but she was a part of some kind of a number plays and all these things which happen
So you
at the
haven't
international.
researched properly though. You tried, but you didn't.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's okay. And do you like poetry?
Yes.
What kind of poetry?
Sir, motivational poetry.
You write.
Yes, sir. Sometimes.
Can you motivate me through some of your words to select you?
सर, मेरी ज़मीं तुमसे गहरी रही है, मेरा आसमां भी तुमसे ऊंचा होगा.
Okay. Thank you.